welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for popping in. As you can tell, today we look a little different because I got my calendar out. So if you want to see me set up my budget calendar, how I know when my bills are paid, how I go from here to here, keep on watching. This week we are going to be setting up March for we're going to be setting up March's calendar. Now, I do like to change things up a little bit. So as we're setting up, this is how I do what I'll do. So we change it from March. We're going to change it to the first day of spring. I decided to speed this up for you and do a voiceover so you didn't have to painfully watch me put stickers on my calendar. As you can see, I'm marking St. Patrick's Day, the first day of spring. If I have something going on, I put a sticker there. And this is just for decoration, so have fun watching me quickly put on stickers. So now that we got March set up, sorry that was kind of boring. I may fast forward to that and do a quick little so you can fast forward to that one and not have to watch it, but you can see what I do. I have my calendar all set up for the month of March, and then we're gonna get it set up for bills. Our bills, what is due on the 1st is in this binder is called bills, but that would be, should I do this? We'll do it in green. We'll make it fun. Bills, but that would be mortgage. That would be car insurance. That's house insurance. That's NIMO. And garbage. So all of those bills for me are due on the very first day of March. If those bills are not due on one day, then you need to write them all out, which I'm going to show you. But make sure you do that. So the weekend, the 5th, is when my credit card is due. But paying credit cards on the weekends can be tricky. So I always like to make sure if it's on the weekend to pay it the day before. So here is my credit card. And that's Capital One. Okay. And then we have another due date, that's kind of funny. Which is the 17th, which is a holiday. So once again, I always like to pay it a day in advance. And this is Ulta's credit card. And I use Ulta's credit card with my business, and I get points for free makeup. So 90% of the time it's not actually stuff from Ulta. It's a card I use for my business to rack up points to get free makeup. You can definitely do that if you own a business, a small business, and you want to use a different credit card, that's an option. So that's when my Ulta credit card is due. My cell phone is due on the 25th. Okay. And that is really it for my personal binder. I do put this on here. My business binder, my subscriptions are on, but basically subscriptions are done by the end of the month. So for me, we're gonna pay subscriptions. So they go at the end of the month and I dump them in for the next month, but that's when my subscriptions are going to be due. So that's how I know when to pay my bills, like what my bills are. Now over here in the Grow On, we would write them all out. So if what is your mortgage? You would write it out. What is your car payment? Write it here. What is your cell phone? Write it here. And write it all out so you know how much money before the month even starts that you need to pay towards bills. Write it out. How much your credit card, if you know that in advance, how much that is going to be. I set limits and boundaries for that, so I know how much at most it will be. So I already have this all figured out, and that's why you see the bills here, and that is why it's 1,000. So bills is $1,100 a month, okay, for me. Then I would have my credit card, and for me that at most is $500, but it's actually not even close. It's $100 right now. My Ulta is unknown. My cell phone is $120 right now. That may change. We're looking into getting new phones. And my subscriptions come up to $160. So I have all that figured out. So what my total budget here for the month before I even buy gas, groceries, so $1,480. So I know that's what I need to put towards my bills. Now you have to figure out, do you get paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly? Do you get paid on one week and your partner gets paid on the next week if you're doing this together and you combine your bills? And you can figure all that out, but then you look at it. So I get paid weekly. So I would take these numbers and divide it by 4. So I would look at my bills and say I owe $1,100 every single week or every month. So 1,100 divided by 4 is $275. So every week you should be putting away $275 towards your bills, or you would have it set up different. You would have your mortgage, you would have your cell phone, your car payment, it would all be separate is how I would advise you to do it in your binder. When I buy a car, I'll have a separate spot for my car, and my car insurance will clearly go up. So those things I'll put them in separately into that binder in the future. But as of right now, I already know my bills are $1,100, so I just make it easy for myself and divide it. But if you're not there yet, then you need to write down all of your bills, every single bill, and at least the minimums that you need to pay if it's a credit card and you owe a balance. I never carry over a balance, so I don't owe more than what I've just put on there. But if you carry over a balance, you want to write down that when you're figuring out your bills, at least the minimum. I recommend more. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not someone who's helping you with your personal finances, so find that person. But I would, for the lowest budget means, make sure you calculate the minimum payment so you're at least putting that away, right? So that's how I set up my calendar and when I know things are due, and that's really it. If you guys, and then from there I create binders. So I create bill binders. So right here, my bills, and bills $1,100, and I put a sticker on what my cell phone. I already paid these subscriptions, and that's actually in the video that was just posted. Pets, house, emergency, all of that is extra money, but then you'll have like Christmas, how much I want to put away. So, and that's how I figure out with my budget. So, and then I took my average budget and put a dollar sign in here. Now, if you're paycheck is always changing, like you're a waitress and you never know what you can leave with, then make sure you're doing this and putting your cash tips into the envelopes, and then you can use your paycheck. I know it's not a lot, for extra things. Like you can budget your cash tips out, put money towards spending towards these fun things that you want to do, and then use your paycheck for either retirement or for, you know, your car or whatever, and you'll see your money grow, and it's crazy. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming and setting up my binder and how I figure out how much my money or what is due. So you need to go through your phone, look at every one of your statements, see when your subscriptions are being pulled, write it down, and really figure out where's your money going. And this is how I would start budgeting. Find out where your dollars are going. So that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.